Welcome everyone, KD here, and I want to do a short update um, for my game. So from yesterday's live stream that I stopped yesterday without finishing this part here. So this is the result screen. This is what comes up after the battle. This is, by the way, from my game I'm creating Sun Rolled in Pieces. This is so far working title. And just as disclaimer, always, this is nothing here you see here is finished. I kind of have, I thought about how I do the result screen, and because it's a turn-based RPG, and we have up to 3 party members can be in your team. So I kind of wondered how the best way to do it is, and I decided to do kind of split it in 2 parts, having on the top that's how much money, loot, and stuff, how items you get, and this is kind of the complete party gets that. And down here in on the right side, I just realized I shouldn't shouldn't point with my hands because you guys can see that. Down here we have more personal information about this character, and then here we kind of have these arrows where we can switch between the characters. I can't do this right now because I haven't. It's not possible yet to add a second character. That's one of the next steps to add more play characters into the combat. So here we are a little bit fixed in pose. What I probably will do here is a little victory animation, something like that. Yeah, so what you will see here up here is how much coins or money you got from the battle. Then loot is kind of items you get. So probably have the chance to get probably 2 types of items from battle. What is probably the most that you probably will get most from combats is kind of materials you then can later use to improve your weapons, to create new equipment and things like that. So as example, if you fight animals, you may get skins and stuff like that. And then the second thing you may get from here is field items like potions and things like that. But I'm not sure how exactly I'm gonna do it. Probably the focus will be on materials because there are other ways to get field items. And then buffs on the right side here. These are attribute buffs. So you see here 27 attributes your character have, and it's kind of like this. The enemy has also attributes, all this 27 attributes, and depending on the enemy type, and these attributes are completely random, but depending on the enemy type, there's a certain range these attributes can be. So if you fight an enemy that has like the attribute strength is very high, then even if it's random, there's a high chance that his strength will be higher than all the other attributes. But because it is random, it doesn't have to be like this. So now, out of these 27 attributes, the one that is that has the highest level, if you look at your enemy, for this attribute you will get the buff, and you can then use this attribute buff to, like I said, and then you defeat maybe an enemy that has attribute has strength is the highest, then you get kind of an attribute strength buff, and then you can reinvest this buff also with with the cost of experience points to level up for one of your characters the strength. So with that, yeah, I know this was maybe a little bit a complicated explanation. I mean, in general, you don't have to know how it exactly works. You just get kind of these buffs from combat, and you can reinvest these buffs for leveling up your characters. So what you here see in the individual field down here, first the experience points you get. So you get, right now, this may be something I have to see if this is alright, balance this. The person that does the finishing blow gets 100% of experience points. So the experience points, if you defeat an enemy, is calculated by adding all 27 attributes levels together that the enemy has. So right now, so with 27 we got 639 experience points, and this, because this character did the final blow, he gets full experience points. So every other character that didn't do the final blow will get 50% experience points. So there won't be a conventional level system, so it's not like you gather experience points together and then if you have enough you level up once. It's not like this, but you kind of get experience points for battles, and then you have to reinvest these experience points for different aspects. You can level him up. Like I said, as example, to use, you can reinvest them to use buffs to level up a specific attribute, or you also have to use it to learn new abilities and stuff like that. So you will then see the progression system is also something I will do soon. I have a lot in mind, and I hope a lot of this will translate very good to the game. We will see about that. So experience points are important, but it won't be kind of like this conventional way to do it. So then we have this complete list with all the attributes. So you see that we leveled up some of our attributes during the combat. So I explained this already a couple of times in my live streams and so on, how this works, how you can level up attributes directly in combat. So I don't want to explain this again. This should be a very short update here. So first, the idea was that you only see the attributes that actually leveled up, but then I kind of realized this takes enormous time to set this up, that you only in this list you only see like this. How many have we? 5 attributes. Dexterity there. This is a bug because it's 0. Then it shouldn't show up if it's 0. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you will so that was the general idea, that you only see these 5 attributes being leveled up. However, like I said, because this will take so much time to set this up, I decided to go for this and just show everything. So the blue numbers in the back, they are the attribute level that the character at this moment has. So, and I kind of thought, I mean, that's also fine. So you have, after every combat, you kind of have this overview on how strong your character right now is. Yeah, so that was kind of my thought behind that. And then, yeah, the yellow number is just the plus yellow number is how much we leveled this attribute up in this combat. So we see control leveled up quite a bit. And it's actually the same with the experience points. So we gain 639 experience points, and the blue number is how much we have. So because this was never saved, it's just 639, the amount we just gathered in this battle. So that's kind of what I want to show. So you see the top is definitely not finished yet. We see here dexterity has a bug, because 0 shouldn't show up. And then how much, yeah, the party loot I haven't set up yet. So that's why it's just text block, text block, text block. And this is just kind of to see the layout, how it looks like now. On the display, kind of how everything feels together. So the only thing that is maybe that I was hoping this wouldn't look so small, the attributes. So maybe I have to see if I can make this part here bigger a little bit. Maybe I will also do it slightly transparent. It doesn't jump out that much. But anyway, yeah, that's it. So like I said, I started this in yesterday's live stream. I didn't manage to finish it, so I finished it today, and I just want to show you this update. So thank you for watching.